Hey guys, it's Steven. Today I'm going to be going over the Bytes weekly pivot chart here. It's been about 9 days since I've made my last video. We left off on Sunday about this price range here, and I went ahead and just created the following week's pivot. I've been pretty busy with my new position at Umami Finance, so I just wanted to put all my time and effort into that. So back again with an update, and just to recap overall, the weekly pivot played out basically perfectly here. So as you can see, we've got the support that was about $9, do very well to act as support, and then we started actually getting some news of some utility for the Bytes token, and that's through the Black Meta project, and we'll go over that towards the end of the video here and catch you up on exactly what's going on with that. But just to look at the chart, found support right to the weekly pivot here at $16, and then found resistance. So went ahead and used these numbers: the high of 17, low of 7, and then I had like a close at about 12. And that's where I got these pivot charts for this week. So we do have a support at 7. I don't think we'll get down here. I think we have too much momentum now. So what I will be watching for is the central pivot possibly as a test. And then we also do have the what we are at right now is the first resistance 17. And just to extrapolate, we do have another resistance at 22 and 27. So that's also a possibility if we get some more catalysts going into the rest of the week. And a similar chart for the price of Bytes to Ethereum. We're starting to see some nice action overall in the price of Ethereum and Bitcoin. So that's definitely going to help the USD. And then so we have a little bit more tame chart for the ratio here, but overall we left off on Sunday here, going into the week, looking at this support, and we ended up testing that central pivot and then coming back down to the first support for the week. So again, playing out very well. If you are a technical trader using this pivot chart, I mean, you probably cleaned up, just because you could have waited to see what happened here. You could have waited again, and then not only that, you could have actually waited for a third test to make your buy on the central pivot, and then go from 36 to 56. So that's almost a double if you get up to 72. So it was very a very good chart overall for the price of Bytes this past week. So definitely good to see. Um, yeah, so central pivot here, and that's actually where we're at right now. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We didn't actually test the resistance for this week yet, but could possibly come back down. That's actually what I'm preparing for. I'm being very conservative, as you guys know. My goal is to just make as much on the fees for the liquidity pool. So the current position I have right now, and I want to show you guys a new tool if you haven't seen this yet. A fellow citizen went ahead and showed me this, and let me just go ahead and get his tag here, because I want to definitely give him a shout out. Um, if you guys want to follow him, it's Maximilian Pegasus. He's the one that showed me this, and I really appreciate this tool. It's been very useful. So um, let's go ahead and just kind of explore exactly what this is. So revert.finance. It goes ahead and shows you your open positions. It shows you how much you spent on gas, and then it shows you your profits. So, and then total would be including the gas. So just to break this down a bit, it looks a little intimidating, but it is pretty simple. These are just based on the charts here. And a few things that you definitely want to look at is it shows your position. So I started my position with 3 Ethereum. As the price spiked up, I actually sold some Bytes recently, about $17, $18, just to take some profits out and reallocate. And I went ahead and put this 3 Ethereum to work between this 59 to 54 range. So from 15, yeah, once we were above here, I just went ahead and started putting it to work. And this was just earlier today. So I've got it coming down to about 54 here. Um, I could have probably made it bigger down to here, but I wanted to be a little bit more concentrated so that I can also distribute a little bit. So just went ahead and was a little bit more aggressive. And so far today, it's only been point 0.2. It's been able to accumulate about $100 in fees. And what's really neat is it goes ahead and it calculates your divergence loss, which is your impermanent loss. So I think that's a pretty useful tool there. So um, overall, a very nice setup here, and I'm hoping that they start scaling this to other chains as well. Right now, they only have um, Polygon and mainnet here, so I do recommend if you are doing some yield farming, just definitely putting this to work here. And I just started this today too, and this was just by using another thing that they have here, which is they do top positions. So I just went through top positions and saw, I wanted to use Polygon, just something like with low gas, and it seemed like NXTT was doing very well. So overall, the project is basically just like a metaverse land project where they use actual Google Maps um, to um, to basically sell land. So I'm not super bullish on the project. I'm just using it to mine liquidity here. So I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. But just wanted to show you that too. You can also see, what's hot right now, where's the money flowing and stuff like that. So just to keep moving, we'll go ahead and check out how we did this past week on the overall volume in TVL. So left off on the 20th here. So yeah, overall pretty low volume. Nothing, we didn't even get to a million. So um, who knows if we'll get back to these areas here. My goal has always been about 1 million a day, and that's when you can really start making some nice profits on the liquidity farms. So the TVL is moving up based on the fact that Ethereum and Bytes are moving up. I don't think there's anything special going on as far as more people staking. Let's see where the concentration is right now. So a lot of people starting to move these concentrations around, which is nice. That's kind of a way to keep a more stable price and obviously make some more fees. So got a little bit of support below the price here, but we could definitely dip off. Let's see the price of 0.054. Yeah, so if we dip below 0.05 here, it looks like there's a pretty decent drop off. So yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that. Nothing too much to worry about there. And I missed a couple days here on just keeping track, but the trend is still the same where we're starting to see holders just drop off pretty dramatically. So not sure what's going on with that. And if we really do want to see the price of Bytes move higher, we're going to want to see the amount of holders start to move higher as well. And let's just go ahead and get into the black meta. So we're starting to see some Bytes being burned here, and I'm sure they were burnt throughout these days too, as people were claiming their thousands. So what is black meta? It looks like it's a project created by some people within Neo Tokyo. And as you can see, they're using the Bytes token to be able to mint and up. I don't know if it's actually to mint, but it's to upgrade your passes for for a game that they're building. So as you can see here, super low gas fees to mint with Bytes. What else we got here? Basically just talking about how if you want to if you're a gaming project, the token economy is a very difficult challenge to get over. So why not use Bytes as your main token? It'll be more stable if more people use it, and it'll be you don't have to worry about all the developer and problems with that. You can just go ahead and use the Bytes token. So yeah, I guess that's it. So, I haven't really dived too deep in it yet. I'm probably going to be minting here soon. They have a backup whitelist that you can go and sign up to their Discord and try to get in. definitely flew under my radar for a bit. I did hear about it, but I just didn't do the research that I needed to yet. But I am looking to get in and maybe hold here. You choose a faction, and looks like they put a lot of work and thought into what they're doing here. So overall, the price has done pretty well. Got a pretty decent amount of volume over the past couple days, and some nice sales too. So people are what they're doing is they're basically what happened was people were buying or they were using their bytes. Maybe they were buying them for super cheap, and then they were able to upgrade their passes from common, uncommon to epic. And there's different levels of the pass that you use the bytes to upgrade to. And then some of them were actually flipping. So um, they could have made some money doing that. And I guess that's the whole thought process around that. So just wanted to point that out. And then for Umami Finance, this is the project that I'm working with full time right now. And we're starting to see some volatility here, but I feel like there's just so much upside, and I'll explain why in a second. So just to kind of overview what exactly happened with Umami, we were a rebase token. So even though the price went down significantly, you were still gaining like insane ohm APY. So even though the price did go down and most people did lose a lot, if you were just staking, you were still getting those rebase fees, but it just wasn't catching up with how much it was going down. So definitely lost a good amount of money. Most people, whoever just held through there, basically whales came in and dumped it. But we basically are just completely restructuring the project. We got new people in the team here, just making a completely different model. And I think that if you look at a few things to know here is we're not going to be diluting anymore. So the only way that we're going to have more tokens come into existence is through either the bonding process, which is we're going to raise bonds. We can do a discount and then you lock the bonds, and then it won't be dilutive because whatever APR or whatever discount we get, we'll make more money back in the treasury. So that's one way more Umami can come into existence, or through my side of the project here, which is through the liquidity pools. If we want to increase the supply that's available on the market, we can do that simply just by using these concentrated liquidity pools to give access to more bytes. But at this current moment, we do have a very low supply of Umami tokens available on the market. And the reason for that is because we feel we're so severely undervalued with the price, the market cap of all the total tokens that are out there right now. It's just under 3 million. And we have over $5.5 million in our treasury, making a pretty sizable yield at 4.63%. So like I said, I feel like it's a very undervalued project. And what makes this a lot different than other projects is we are not going to be paying out in our token. So what we do is we have our different assets. I can go over that some other time, and I also have a link where you can basically see, I guess I can just pull it up right now, why not? So these are all the assets that are in, this is the treasury wallet here. It's gonna take a second to load. Okay, there it goes. So these are not all of our assets, but these are where basically everybody can see like where they're getting put to work, where we have these different assets just basically being deployed and earning yield in these different vaults on Arbitrum. So overall, we're predicting to be over 40% APR. So what we're able to do is, instead of giving out our token like we were doing before, to basically have access to the not sure what's going on. This should be 1.1 million. We're actually just going to pay Ethereum directly to the stakers. So I'm not sure what this was just different later or earlier. Maybe they're doing some updates right now. But anyways, yeah, I guess the point is that you stake your Umami for a month. You can withdraw the rewards anytime. And then at the beginning of the month, you can go ahead and unstake your Umami if you want to, or just leave it there to collect rewards. So what ends up happening is you're collecting Ethereum as rewards. And it's a better system because you're not worried about the token being dumped on the market. So if you have any questions on that, I want to make a more detailed video about Umami, and that's my goal over the next week or so here to make a more detailed just overlook of how we're generating yield and what we plan to do for the community. But overall, I think it's a very good model. And like I said, this seems super undervalued. You can buy the tokens for $8 and get the amount of yield back that 19 that this treasury is making. So oh yeah, just to clarify too, it's only 50% of the dividends we create are going back to as dividends or rewards, and the other 50% just goes back into the treasury to make sure that the treasury keeps growing. So even though you're only getting 50% of the dividends, the value technically of your Umami still going up at the same rate of as long as the treasury keeps going. You would think that the value of the Umami keeps going, and that's my whole thinking by basically limiting the supply of Umami at cheap. I made the liquidity pool very specifically to basically have less available under $10. And then as the price gets closer to treasury backing per Umami, that's when the supply will get back to normal. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. And yeah, that's all I really got for today. So actually, that's not true. I want to finish up with my macro view. So we left off Sunday here, and basically my whole view was that we're going to have another opportunity to buy, and that this is basically all fear-based. So this is based on the fact that I saw money going into the dollar. So when we have risk on and risk off, when people are scared and it's a fear trade, people basically go into safety, and people view the dollar and the bond market as safety. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened here, where we had this basically flight to safety here. The 10-year treasury yields like under 1.8%. So as this moves higher, we got a lower interest rate. So what's going to happen is this money's going to end up, it can keep going higher, but this money's going to end up coming back into the stock market. So we are just like I said before, this is just an opportunity to buy. And you can make some money on the downside here, but overall, you're most likely going to get torched if you're going to short this market. So I'd be very careful if you're short. And I am still very bullish this market. The Federal Reserve's balance sheet is going to keep going up. They're going to keep purchasing assets. And yeah, we're in a good, valuable spot here. So it is Tuesday, so we wanted to see more grain here, but maybe we'll have another red week. But overall, I would say anything under 420, 430 here, and you're holding long term, you're going to be in a good spot. And we'll go ahead and watch this to see this money come back into the stock market. So, all right, that's it then. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll catch you later.